Hello and welcome to the weekly market commentary. I'm your host Alex Chalekian of Lake Avenue Financial. Let's review the markets from last week. The markets closed slightly higher last week with the S&P 500 up 0.68%, the Dow was up by 0.71%, and the Nasdaq closed up 1.31%. We also had some major economic reports. Housing starts were at 1,065,000. Core PPI fell to negative 0.1% year over year. Industrial production increased by 0.2%, and initial jobless claims decreased to 283,000. Now let's take a look at our focus list for this week. We just got some breaking news today. It looks like oil slide could trigger an emergency OPEC meeting. According to Nigeria's oil minister, the members of OPEC have discussed holding an emergency meeting if crude continues to slide. We'll keep you posted about this as things unfold. Now, despite steady improvements in employment last year, wage growth has been muted and by some measures even declined. Yet other indicators suggest that wage growth could be right around the corner. As seen in this chart by JP Morgan, you can see that the employment cost index, which is a measure of total compensation, both wages and benefits, increased by 0.6% in the fourth quarter of 2014, standing in contrast to the decline in average hourly earnings at the end of 2014. One possible explanation for this divergence is that the low wage growth seen in the monthly employment report reflects job creation that is weighted towards less qualified and younger workers. However, the employment cost index adjusts for such shifts in the labor force, and the most recent numbers confirm that the total compensation is gradually rising. The Fed has focused on wage growth as it determines when to begin raising interest rates. And with wage growth coming soon, it seems likely that they'll begin raising rates this summer. In a report earlier today, the White House said it wanted greater protections for retirement investing. Wall Street handles over $11 trillion of retirement savings for Americans. It unveiled a proposal that would hold financial advisors handling individual retirement accounts and 401ks to a higher standard than they currently are. The change means financial advisors would be held to a so-called fiduciary standard. What does this mean to you? This means that advisors would have to put their interests aside and put the interests of their clients ahead by recommending the best investment option, even if that means taking a smaller fee for their services. The White House said outdated regulations, loopholes, and fine print make it hard for working and middle-class families to know who they can trust. We couldn't agree with this proposal more. It's hard to believe that an investor has to even worry about an advisor having their best interests at heart, but it happens all the time. Lake Avenue Financial is a registered investment advisory firm, which means that we have a fiduciary responsibility to our clients by working on a fee basis instead of on a commission basis. That puts us and our clients on the same side of the table. Now, the White House estimates that conflicts of interest can cost investors 1 percentage point off their return each year. Over time, that can add up to a lot of money. Nationwide, the potential losses amount to $17 billion lost every year, according to the President Obama's Council of Economic Advisors. The administration said more details will be available in several weeks when the official rulemaking process begins. Just last Thursday, things weren't looking so good for Greece. But on Friday, the Eurozone leaders found grounds for compromise and Greece became the beneficiary of a 4-month extension to its current aid package. The deal was contingent on Greece coming up with a list of economic reforms by this Monday for European leaders to approve. The Irish Times reported Greek Prime Minister Tsipras gave the conditional agreement an interesting spin, telling Greek citizens yesterday's agreement with the Eurogroup canceled the commitments of the previous government for cuts to wages and pensions, for firings in the public sector, for VAT rises on food, medicine. After all, that's what he promised during his campaign. World markets were unconditionally thrilled with the news. In the United States, the Dow was up and so was the S&P 500, both of them closing at record highs. Markets across Europe and Asia also finished a week higher. Thank you for watching our video. We'd love to hear your comments. To watch some of our other videos and read our blog posts, please visit our website, lakeavfinancial.com. There you'll be able to subscribe to our weekly newsletter. You can also find us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And remember, here at Lake Avenue Financial, we manage your wealth with your goals in mind. Thank you for watching.